Hey guys, Solo Jones here, and I'm going to show you a little tip with Mutalisks in Starcraft 2 that involves attacking a defended base that has static defenses up, such as spore crawlers, turrets, or cannons. And this can really help because, let's say you have a setup like this. Often Zergs will spot their base with spore crawlers, sort of like this, trying to get everything covered with as few spore crawlers as possible. And then you'll have a situation like this, where you try to attack a building and your mutants spread out, and then they get hit by the spore crawler fire. And spore crawlers do a lot of damage, so you really don't want to just sit there tanking the fire. Well, there's a way to get in there, do your damage with all of your Mutalisks, and still not take the spore crawler fire. And the way is to continually stack your Mutalisks by basically doing the reverse of magic boxing and just spam inside this magic box, this box that means that they won't spread apart, or they will more group together when you do it, and spam the H button for hold position. This hold position button will make them attack every time you hit it, and it'll also keep them from spreading out quite as quickly. And so it's very useful for defended bases if you really just want to get that extra edge in getting a few outlying buildings. Often people won't be super careful with their building placement, and they'll think something's covered and it really won't be. And I'll show you in a second how this is actually a little bit better against Terran and Protoss. Now against a Terran, they'll often have a setup sort of like this, where they have these bases, these things in their base, and they'll have maybe an engineering bay or any kind of random tech structure they don't usually have a position for, located on the outside of their base. And you can use this trick pretty well to just make sure you can hit it without getting hit by the turrets and keep your Mutalisks from spreading apart. And it's better against them because they don't have infestors, and infestors are the killer against this kind of strategy, because obviously you have all your Mutalisks stacked together, and if they get caught in a fungal, you're pretty much dead. But against Protoss, I mean, the only real things you have to worry about are High Templars and Archons, and often you can get Mutalisks way before that comes into play. Also, you can sort of see Archons and High Templars coming and run away from them and all that. They're not quite as undodgeable as Infestors. And while Terran does have Thors, which can do a shit ton of damage this way, it's not quite as dangerous as Infestors, as it doesn't hold them in place. Anyway, guys, this has been really useful to me in taking out other people's bases, and always gives you a huge leg up if you can take out some key tech structure. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.